The animation you're about to go through is on hydrocarbon accounting application, which manages oil, water, and gas production. It will last for about 16 to 20 minutes and will take you through initialization of the application, through data entry to generation of reports. This application was developed by Jomi Petrotech Limited and is captioned Qikeach Hydrocarbon Accounting System. The application has the capability to automatically retrieve field data from source by directly importing them into the software. This eliminates errors when compared to manual inputting. It automatically generates crystal reports covering all your corporate needs such as daily, monthly, quarterly, and annual reports. In addition, it covers your crude oil evacuation such as lifting, shuttling, and related measurements. So in a few minutes, I shall be demonstrating the operability of this software.
To launch hydrocarbon accounting software, type in the address of the application. It comes up, click on login, and then type in your user account and password. You select the field that you wish to enter records for. Well, right here I populated 3 fields. You can also set up a new field or edit an existing field. Let's select the first field, field 1, click continue. On a daily basis, you need to enter your production records. To do that, you come to data, daily production entry. This is where you enter production records for the field for this particular date. You can enter it manually, or you can import the record from an Excel sheet. To do that, you click on import data from Excel, browse, and then pick the Excel file, import, and then paste data from Excel. Now you have the data from the Excel on the application here. Then you click on save to save the record. You could also have done this manually. You can edit a well production flowing hours here by selecting the day. Let's select June, 2nd of June. We have records for 2nd of June. By default, every well is assumed to have flown for 24 hours. This well flowed for 12 hours. To edit the time that any well flowed, you can click on edit and change, say, 24 to 14 hours, and then click update. Alright. You can also enter well test records from here. Select the date you wish to enter the well test. You can enter it manually, or you can also import the record from an Excel sheet. Still under data, you have well history. For a well 1, you can see different dates this well was tested, the choke sizes, and other relevant information. You can also see records for a different well. We can edit production records from here. You select the day you wish to edit a record from. Let's try June 2nd. You can change the field API value. You can change the BS&W value to 2.13 for instance, and then update record. You can edit remarks, production remarks, by selecting the date. Let's try same June 2nd, and you can change this to say test. You can also enter liftings. When you do your liftings, you can come and capture that information by selecting the date that you did the lifting, and then enter the records here. Enter the lifting code, gross lifting, net lifting, and BS&W, net API, and so on, and then you can save that information. You can also see that you can delete the last recorded value. You cannot delete between two values, but you can delete a value. You can delete the last value of production for any reason. But of course, it is best to just edit any error that is existing in any record by going to edit production record. Under tools, you can customize the Excel sheet from which the records will be drawn from. Remember, we mentioned under well production, we said we could import record from an Excel sheet. This is where you get to set the location of each of those parameters, like your oil gravity, okay, what sheet is it found, what row, and then what column. You'll find this information on your template production report for the day. The same thing for the well test. You can set up a new field from here, and a few other things you can do also here. Let's look at reportings. Daily reports. You can select a day and then generate that day's report. This will just give you a little summary of all the activities for that day, the production records, water reports, and then there's a gas report, there's lifting reports. Of course, on this there was no lifting done, so of course that will be 0. Still under report, we have monthly reports. This generates reports for the month. For oil, this is monthly reports just for oil. So if you select the last day of the month, we have records more in May, so say 31st of May, and then generate. We're going to have records for the month for May. All right, you can see all the days from here, 1st to 31st of May. You can see the gross fluid production, and you can see BS&W values and some summary values that are down here also. Each of these reports can be printed or can be exported. You can export this file as an XML file, a DOC file, a PDF file, or even a rich text file. Okay, we have here a PDF file with the report we just saw right there. You can save this now to your desktop or mail it to anyone that needs to see it. We have here a monthly water and gas production. It's similar to the oil production that we just looked at, but this one is looking at record for water and gas. So let's go back to May again and select 31st and then generate. Okay, this is what we have right here. We have record for water and gas. You can see up here there is gas production / injection, there's water, there is cumulative from startup. We have here monthly injection, water and gas. Let's still select the month of May. Alright, let's zoom this in because it's too big. Okay. Alright, we have summary report here for injections. We have annual report. Now, because this database has not been populated the records up to December, we just have up to 2nd of June 2012. This 2nd of June is going to be the ending date for the year. Right here we can see a summary of records for this year. You can see from January up to June 2nd where we had our latest record. You can see all the net productions and a lot of other information that you can get from down here also. You can see lifting details. You can combine for all the different partners, for instance. Let's say monthly or annual, and generate. You have this record ready. You can see how much liftings have been done by each of these partners. Let's talk about back allocation. There are two types of back allocation we do here. There is the periodic back allocation in which you get to specify a date range, or you can just do the monthly back allocation by clicking this button and then you select the month. We have records in June, so in May, so let's go to May, May 31st, and then you can see from here the wells that are present in this field, and then the zones. There is zone A and zone B, and then there are 7 wells. Okay, we can see for the date range that we just selected for the month, we selected the month of May, so you can see from May 1st to that's 7 pages here to May 31st. This is for the first well. There's for well 1. There's back allocation for well 2. Click on the next page. Okay, this is the ending of well 1, and then this is beginning of well 2, and so on up to well 7. Let's go back to page 1. This is what you get, fluid gross daily for this 1st of May 2012. You can see the well test it is using. As you know, back allocation, you use the most recent well test. It's using well test from 24th of April 2012 for this particular date. Now, because there was a well test done on this date here, for 3rd of May 2012, is using a different well test value because there was a well test done on this date, so it's going to apply that well test for these records here until there is another well test done. Now, based on that, you can see, let me scroll a little bit to the side. Depending on the flow hours for this particular well, this is the amount of oil that was produced, this is the water, and then this is the gas. And it goes on and on till the end of the month for the first well, and then the second well has its own record here. You can see the first well started by applying the April 26th well test, and then later started using the 5th of May 12th of 2012 well test value to do the back allocation to get the oil, water, and gas for that day. Multiple field reports. Daily report for oil. It's just similar to what we already had for oil daily report, but in this form you can combine report for, say, all the fields. So choose a date, let's say May 14th, click show. Alright, here we have field 1, field 2, and field 3. You can see gross daily production, BS&W values. These are cumulative values, of course, for the month, cumulative value for the year, and cumulative value since inception, and all other informations like that, just for this particular day, combining the 3 fields together. One very interesting feature of this application is its ability to plot graphs of your well production and reservoir performance variables. To plot graphs, go to Data Visualization, maximize the form, and you can select your X and Y values. For X value, we select date, and for Y value, we select VS and W. Then click Plot. This is a plot of BSMW variation from the 1st of November 2012 to the 13th of November 2012. We can make different types of plot by selecting a different plot type, say point plot. We have bar chart, area plot, and many other plots here. To make multiple plots, hold down your control key and select other values of Y. Then click Plot. We now have three different graphs. The difference between cascaded and multiple Y plots is that Y cascaded plots have different plots individually. Multiple Y would have one single graph sheet with multiple lines within it representing the different Y values that you selected. You can save the plot by clicking on the Save button, go to Save As, and then save it to your desktop. After saving the file, you can then mail it to whomever needs to see it. At this point, Geomic Petrotech Limited appreciates your attention and looks forward to partnering with you on this innovative product. Thank you.